Ito yung gusto ko rin malaman sa'yo, Alan, no? Dahil marami ka ng mga kampanyang pinatakbo at patuloy na pinapatakbo. Ito pang ganitong klase ng approach sa campaign stage, yung pamacho, di ba? Yung brusco, effective pa ba yan?
Sa rural areas, meron pa rin yan, meron pa rin effect yan. Again, not to the point of belittling women. But sad to say, as Attorney Jean also pointed out in the previous in the guesting before me, no? Sorry, Attorney Director or Attorney Prof.
Jean Franco.
Prof. Yeah, as Prof mentioned, there is still that machismo. There is still that, not to the point of belittling women, pero yung pogi-pogi, yung you come in, meron kang mga girls na pumapalakpak, may dancing girls ka before you enter. In the rural areas, patok pa rin yan. Bumebenta pa. But in a highly urbanized city like Pasig, hindi na po bumebenta yung ganyang klaseng pamacho image. Tough guy.
Alala ko yung nakita mo ba yung previous video? Nagre-resurface ito dahil nga dito sa viral video nitong si Attorney Sia. Yung kay El Rey Villafuerte naman, di ba? Isang katutak na kabastusan na joke. I don't know when that happened. Siguro months ago, I don't know. Nakita mo ba yun?
Tandaan natin kung nasan si El Rey noon. Nasan siya noon? Nasa public school siya. Ang kausap po niya noon, mga elementary. Mga bata. So, know your audience, know their lives, hearts, and challenges. Deliver an appropriate message. And use entertainment, di ba? Use entertainment well. Diba? Attract them with entertainment. Pero yung kay El Rey, that video you're talking about, grabe. Yung pick-up lines.
Yeah.
Parang parang 8 minutes yata siyang nagpi-pick up lines na kabastusan eh. So after a while, this is no longer entertainment. It's just lewdness. Ano mo, who was I? It was actually Senator Edo I was chatting with, of all people. I don't know if, were you there, hindi yata? I was chatting with him and I was saying, don't you long for the days na and hindi ko to inuungkat for anything, no, pero don't you long for the days na the political trajectory of Francis Tolentino was massively derailed.
Yeah.
Because he had the sexy girls dancing on stage with him. Hindi na siya sinaba sa partido, hindi na siya di ba? It completely derailed his political momentum.
Nung panahon ni Pinoy,
Ni Pinoy, correct. So don't you long for those days na something like that will affect you this badly? How did we get here? How did we get to the point where candidates now think this is okay to make jokes like this?
Sa larangan mo ba, Alan? No? Kasi syempre, of course, ang goal ng isang kandidato manalo. Pero how to win, di ba? That's the more important question. Pero meron ba kayong conscious effort, let's say, to advise your clients na magkaroon naman dapat ng konting character development at least? Or kung ginagamit itong ginagamit na strategiya ng kalaban, wag mong sasabayan. Yung ganyang macho, kabastusan approach.
Absolutely. Because again, lobo yan eh. It's a balloon. There's nothing inside. So, pag napop yan, it will be exposed for what it is. It's just empty entertainment. So it's good. It's the campaigning the right way. What do I always say? Campaigning the right way will result in will have the right results. So yes, there's entertainment. Hindi naman ako magiging hipokrito na sinasabi kong walang catchy jingle yung mga kliyente ko. Hindi ko sila ginagawa ng mga banter with the host, ng mga patawa ng konti, but always within bounds of what is acceptable, what is not offensive, because it will backfire on you. It will backfire on you. I guarantee it. I've seen it a million times when candidates take it too far. If I'm being honest, I've only seen one candidate that was so bulletproof and so resistant, talagang Teflon, armor-coated, na walang tumalab. It's none other than former President Rodrigo Duterte. So, pro tip sa mga kandidato, hindi po kayo si Duterte. That will never be replicated.
Inisip ko tinanong ko to kanina kay Prof. Gin, no? Yung, hindi ko kasi maalala yung the worst joke on the campaign stage I had heard prior to this. And biglang pumasok sa isip ko, mukhang ka-level nito yung rape joke ni Duterte. Hindi ba?
Yes, with the Australian missionary, yes. That was terrible. That was just completely tasteless and repulsive in so many levels. But he got away with it. So now, pumapasok sa utak nitong mga young, egotistic, aspiring politicians, uy, kung kaya to ni Tatay Digong, or if he can do it, kaya kong i-adapt yung playbook na yan. Hindi ho ninyo kaya yan. Former President Rodrigo Duterte is a once-in-a-lifetime phenomenon. You will never replicate the kind of effect he has on his fans and voter base. You cannot.
Ito isang tanong ko, no? Actually, two-pronged tong tanong ko. Kung ikaw yung kalaban nitong si Attorney Sia at ito yung kanyang ginawa, do you still need to pounce on that or kaya na niyang self-destruction mode na yan? And number two, yung voters, how should they respond to this?
Okay, unang-una, yung first question mo, never interrupt your opponent when they are making a mistake. Yan yung rule, di ba?
Quiet ka na lang.
If your opponent is making a mistake, never interrupt them. Baka umirit pa di ba? So ako, I would let it play, especially considering kung sino yung kalaban niya. Ang kalaban niya in this case, at least the party. Especially considering the party brands. Yung brand ng partido. I won't go into specifics, baka sabihin na biased ako or may kinikilingan ako. Wala po. I'm purely talking on a brand agnostic brand perspective. Iba ho yung brand ng kalaban nila. Their brand is non-confrontational. Although one of the candidates from the other party already made a statement. Bawal ang bastos sa Pasig. Yun yung sinabi niya.
Ito ba si Angelo?
Si Angelo. Nagsalita si Angelo, di ba? So I would not interrupt my opponent when they're making a mistake. Secondly, how should the voters respond? Your vote, as I always say this, magdadrama na naman ako, iyan. Ang boto nyo po ang pinakamahalaga at pinakamabisang paraan upang ma-equalize ang playing field. Mayaman, mahirap, bilyonaryo, libonaryo, raketero, pareho ang bilang ng boto, iisa. Make them feel it at the polls. Pakita nyo po that this is not the kind of behavior you tolerate. Ang sabi nga po, alam mo, napakaganda nung sinabi sa akin ng isang kaibigan ko. Don't vote for the person who you admire. Or don't vote for the person that you wish you could be. Vote for the person who is the most like you. So, internalize your values. Ako ba? Hardworking ba ako? Oo. Ako ba? Gastador ba ako? I waste my money? Hindi. Maingat ako sa pera. Ako ba? Nanlalamang ako sa mga tao? Hindi. Ako ba? Bastos ako kung magsalita? Do I make these insensitive jokes? Hindi naman. Vote for the candidate that is most like you. Diba? If you cannot vote for the candidate that you wish to be, maybe there are none, then vote for the one who's closest to your values.
Medyo kinakabahan ako dyan, Alan Kasi kinakabahan ako dyan. I completely agree pero may kaba sa dibdib ko. Kasi especially coming of 6 years of the Duterte rule, kung saan nakita natin, pwede naman palang ganito na lang no? Normalize yung kabastusan. Binabanggit ko nga in previous programs, yung mga dati na-cover ko na government officials working in previous administrations, hindi ganun magsalita nung kino-cover ko. Pero nung lumutang si Duterte, naglabasan yung kabastusan at kamanyakan. And eto, parang nag-encouragement sa mga ordinaryong Pilipino, nakikita namin ginagawa, ganun din kami. Diba? Parang bumagsak yung standard nila Yun ang fear ko
Again, I said it earlier, he got away with it. He's a phenomenon. Aminin na natin. He got away with it. Pero just because former President Duterte gets away with it, hindi ho kayo kasing galing ni President Duterte. Hindi po kayo pareho ng brand. Merong mga ganyan Merong mga kakaibang taong ganyan. Just because si Michael Jordan po nakaka-score ng 60 points sa NBA, ibig sabihin kaya nyo rin. Hindi po.